Hello students, in our last session we have discussed the syllabus in brief and studied the term cryptograms, its meaning, occurrence and history behind the terminology. Do you remember what are cryptograms? These are the plants which do not possess true flowers or seeds. These may include ferns, mosses, liverworts, lichens, algae and fungi. Today in this session we are going to study about the algae, its introduction, general characters, occurrence and its distribution. Distribution nothing but its algal habitat. Here we go. Before knowing the details of algae, have you ever wondered where one could find algae? What is the cell structure of algae? Whether they have prokaryotic or eukaryotic structure? Are they good for environment? Or whether they have used as a food? These are some obvious questions that come in your mind when someone talks about algae, isn't it? Here, these organisms are commonly known as algae, a Latin word which literally means seaweeds. Basically, algae which is derived from the Latin word which literally means seaweeds. Phycologists, however, use the term algae in common manner for all the classes of algae. They are thalloid autotrophic organisms which can synthesize their own food by the process of photosynthesis in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. The study of algae is known as phycology and the person who studies the algae called phycologist. Various Indian and international phycologists have studied on algae. Here are few: Aryan Singh, P. Iyengar, H. D. Kumar, M. S. Randhawa. These all are phycologists who belongs to India, whereas F. E. Fritsch and G. M. Smith are known for their valuable contribution at international level. F. E. Fritsch, known to be a father of phycology, whereas P. Iyengar, known as father of phycology in India. Here are the general characteristics of algae. The first general characteristic is algae are chlorophyll bearing autotrophic organisms having a thalloid plant body that is not differentiated into root, leaf and stem. Hence they are placed under cryptogams. The thallus is non-vascular, therefore have no element for the transport of fluids. Absence of non-vascular means the absence of xylem and phloem tissue. Algae have simple reproductive structure, sex organ are unicellular, and if multicellular, all the cells are fertile. They have mostly unicellular sex organs without a jacket of sterile cells around them. What are these, the jacket of sterile cells? These are the cells present around the sex organ for the protection. Jacket cells, if present, have different initials. There is a progressive complexity in reproduction. They occur in a variety of habitat, but mostly they are aquatic. Embryo is not formed after gametic union. They show distinct alternation of generation. Here, what is the alternation of generation? Here, this shows two phases, that is, which one? Saprophytic and gametophytic, that is diploid and haploid. They fall alternatively, N2N and 2N form. That is called as the alternation of generation. Here we can see the diversity of algae which can be seen in aquatic form. These are the few examples. We can quote algae in occurrence. These are few plankton and other surface water algae. These are planktons which float on the water body. Here, occurrence and distribution. First of all, algae are of universal occurrence and they are found in a variety of habitats such as freshwater, seawater, on snow, on rocks and on or within the plant and animal bodies. Of these, aquatic forms are most common. On the basis of habitat, they may be classified into the following three types. Which are these? The first one is aquatic algae, second one is terrestrial algae, third one is algae of unusual form. Here, again in three forms, we have variety of forms. First, in aquatic algae, we have freshwater algae, marine water algae and planktonic algae. In second type, that is terrestrial algae. Under terrestrial algae, we have two types, saprophytes and cryptophytes. Saprophytes, what are these? These, the algae occur on the surface of the soil, whereas in cryptophytes, the algae that occur under the surface of the soil. In third form, that is algae of unusual form, here more than 9 types we study. That is, first one aerophytes, second cryophytes, third one thermophytes, fourth one lithophytes, fifth one epiphytes, sixth halophytes, seventh one symbionts, eighth epizoic, ninth endozoic algae and 10th one is parasitic algae. These all forms which we study in algae of unusual form. Here first we study first one aquatic algae. Under aquatic algae we have freshwater algae, marine water algae and planktonic algae. First, aquatic algae. Majority of algae are aquatic and found either in fresh water or in salty or marine water. These aquatic algae are either free floating or attached to the substratum with the help of hold fast which helps the algae to attach. First one, freshwater algae. These forms occur in freshwater of ponds, pools, lakes, streams, river, etc. May be also present in slow running water. Example for these, Cladophora, Oregonium, Chera, which are example for slow running water. In stagnant or still water, example is Hydrodictyon and Chlamydomonas. These are example for freshwater algae. Here, these are the examples for freshwater algae. First one is Oregonium, Volvox, Chera, Ulothrix. Next comes marine water algae. What are these? These algae occur in saline water of sea. Most of the members of class Phaeophyceae and Radiophyceae are found in marine water. Marine algae are generally macroscopic, having large thalli, that is pluriform thallus, and commonly known as seaweeds. Usually the marine algae are seen larger in size. Hence they are called macroscopic. Example for marine forms are Ectocarpus, Sargassum, Fucus and Laminaria. Here comes our examples of marine forms. Ectocarpus, Sargassum, Laminaria and Fucus. Third form is planktonic algae. Floating forms of algae generally referred as planktonic forms. These forms may be uniformly distributed in water or may be discontinuous and patchy in patches both horizontally and vertically. The examples of freshwater planktonic algae are Corella, Hydrodictyon, Chlamydomonas and Volvox, while Cyclotella, Hemidiscus, Fragillaria, Trichodesmum, Oscillatoria are the example of marine water planktonic form. The abundant growth of planktonic algae impacts color and odor to the water. Such a phenomenon is called water bloom or algal bloom. Generally, we term it as a eutrophication. The formation of algal blooms fairly depends upon the factors like temperature, longer days, and nutrient availability. These are the favorable conditions that gives to the algae to grow in rapid number. That is nothing but the eutrophication process. Examples: Hydrodictyon, Chlamydomonas, Oscillatoria, Fragillaria. Second type is terrestrial algae. In first type, that is in aquatic algae, we studied freshwater algae, marine water algae and planktonic algae. In second type, that is terrestrial algae. Under terrestrial algae, we study many algal genera are found on or beneath the moist soil surface and are called terrestrial algae. What are these? The many algal genera are found on or beneath the moist soil surface and are called terrestrial algae. The algal forms also occur on the surface of soil. Those are called saprophytes. Few examples for the saprophytes are few species of Vaccaria, Botrodium, Fistula, while some algae having subterranean habitat. Whereas many blue-green algae, example nostoc, anabena, which occur under the surface of the soil, those are known as cryophytes. In terrestrial, we study mainly two types, that is saprophytes and cryptophytes. Saprophytes are nothing, the algal which forms occur on the surface of soil, whereas in cryptophytes, the algae that is found under the surface of the soils, those are called as cryptophytes. Some algae are found on the tree trunks and moist walls, and they absorb carbon dioxide and water from the atmosphere. Example is Protococcus and Scytonema, which found on tree trunks and moist walls, and they absorb carbon dioxide and water from the atmosphere. Here, examples: Vaccaria, Botrodium, nostoc, anabena. Here, Vaccaria and Botrodium, which are example for the algae which found above the surface of the soil, whereas nostoc and anabena found below the surface of the soil. Proctococcus and Scytonema, these are the exceptional case which we can found in the tree trunks and moist places, which they absorb the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Here, third form is the algae of unusual form. Third one is the algae of unusual form. In addition to aquatic and terrestrial habitats, some algae also occur in uncommon habitats. Here, I said before, here we 10 types. Which are those? Aerophytes, cryophytes, thermophytes, lithophytes, epiphytes, halophytes, symbionts, epizoic algae, endozoic algae and parasitic algae. These all forms we study in algae of unusual form. We will see one by one. The first one, aerophytes. What are these? Such algal forms are adapted for aerial mode of life and occur on the tree trunks, moist walls, flower pots, rocks, fencing wires and get their water and carbon dioxide requirement directly from the atmosphere. Those are called as aerophytes. These which found in aerial mode of life. Second type is cryophytes. The algae growing on the mountain peaks covered with snow are called cryophytic algae. These algae impart attractive colors to the mountains. These are the algae which gives color to the mountain. Hematococcus nivalis gives red color to the Arctic and alpine region, while Chlamydomonas yellowstronosis gives yellow-green color to the snow of the mountains of European countries, particularly in Arctic region. Here we can see the pigmentation, that is the snow which we can see as a red in color. The water body which completely looks like a red color, which is due to the presence of Hematococcus nivalis, which provide red pigmentation. In second case, the Chlamydomonas yellowstronosis, which gives yellow-green color to the water body or to the snow where it is present. Third type is thermophytes, that is thermal algae. The algae genera occurring in hot springs are quite temperature, at high temperature. Here we have few algae which have the resistance to the high temperature. Those are called thermophytes, the thermal algae. There are some algae which are known to tolerate the temperature up to 50 to 70 degree centigrade. They are able to survive such high temperatures due to the absence of well-organized nucleus. They are resistant to the high temperature only because there is the absence of well-organized nucleus. Since most hot springs are alkaline, some algologists believe that tolerance to high temperature is also associated with these factors. Here, this is example for thermophilic algae. These are found in thermal springs. Next comes lithophytes. The algae growing attached to the stone and rocky surface are called lithophytes. The algae which are attached to stone and rocky surface are called lithophytes. Usually the members of Cyanophyceae grow on moist rock, wet wall and other rocky surface. Example, nostoc, Rivillaria. Example is nostoc and Rivillaria. Glyocapsa commonly grow on moist and shady rocks, while Scytonema is common on moist walls during rainy season. Here we can see the growth of algae on the moist surface of the wall, especially that is during the rainy season. Fifth one, epiphytes. What are these? They grow on larger algae or on bryophytes and angiosperms. These usually grow on larger algae or on bryophytes or on angiosperms. Such algal form which grow on the other plants are called epiphytic algae. What are epiphytic algae? Algae which grow on other plants are called epiphytic algae. These algae do not obtain food from plants on which they grow, rather they require support only. In epiphytes, these are not depend on food on other plant. They only depend on other plant for the support. Here we have many examples which we can see the association, like Coleochaete is in association with Chera and Nitella, while Ceophora on leaves of Welsineria and Nilambu. Udogonium on Hydrilla are seen frequently growing in nature as epiphytes. These are the common examples for epiphytes. See, here we can point out the growth of epiphytes on bryophytic plant body. The arrow mark which shows the growth of epiphytes on bryophytes. Next, halophytes, algae which occur in saline water of seas, but some others can withstand high concentration of salts and occur in salt lakes are called halophytes. What are these? Algae which occur in saline water of seas, but some others can withstand high concentration of salts and occur in salt lakes are called halophytes. They include Chaladomonas species, Dunelia species and Stephanoptera. Example for halophytes. Next, symbionts. A large number of algae live in association with dissimilar organisms for their mutual advantage and are called symbiotic algae. Where we have seen in epiphyte, they only depend on other plant for the shelter purpose, for the support. But in symbionts, here both are benefited without harming one another. The common examples of such association are present of nostoc in Anthoceros, Anabaena in the coralloid root of Cycas, Anabaena azolle in Azolla. Here, lichen is the best example we can put for the symbiotic relationship. In lichen is the best example of symbiosis where the association lies between algal and fungal member, where algae provides food and fungi provides shelter. Here, the lichen and algae in association with corals. Example for symbiotic algae. Next, epizoic algae. Here, many algae grow on the cells of molluscs, turtles and fins of fishes and are called epizoic algae. Here, algae which is grow on the surface of the other organisms, especially on the cells of molluscs, turtles and fins of fishes. Example, Cladophora is found on snails and shells of bivalves, while Protoderma and Basicladia grow on the back of turtle. Here we can see the example for epizoic algae, where algae growth found on the surface of the turtle. Next, endozoic algae. Algae which are found inside the body of aquatic animal is called endozoic algae. Endo means inside. Zoocorella occur in the coelom, the body cavity of the hydra and several other invertebrates. Zooxanthella lives in intimate association with coral community. This is example Zoocorella and Zooxanthella for the endozoic algae. See, where we can see in Azolla leaf and Anovena association. Anovena is found inside the Azolla leaf, which called as endozoic algae. Next comes parasitic algae. Few algae depends on other plants for obtaining food. These are termed as parasitic algae. The common intercellular parasitic algae is Cephalosporus, which grow on the leaves of tea plant and cause the red rust disease of tea. This is the pathogen which is responsible for the red rust disease in tea plant. See, here we can point out the parasitic algae which is affected the host plant body. Here that parasite which affect the host cell. It extract the food from host cell. Up to here, we studied regarding the occurrence of algae, the types of algae. Under types, we studied mainly three major groups, that is algae, aquatic algae, terrestrial algae, algae of unusual form. In first, aquatic algae, again we have three types, freshwater algae, marine water algae, planktonic algae. Second, in terrestrial algae form, we studied two types, that is saprophytes, cryptophytes. Saprophytes, which are the algae occur on the surface of the soil, whereas in cryptophytes, algae occur under the surface of the soil. Third form, that is the algae of unusual form. Under we studied aerophytes, cryophytes, thermophytes, lithophytes, epiphytes, halophytes, symbionts, epizoic algae, endozoic algae, and lastly parasitic algae. In next session, we are going to study regarding the organization of thallus in algae. I will get you in next session. Thank you.